Good night, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall is 3 minutes away from 10:30 on Tuesday night. Back with a look at a few races in York. The Dante meeting in 2025. Sometimes the Dante throws up the Derby winner, so it'll be interesting to see how the 3-year-olds have progressed from their 2-year-old winter and see how they progressed this year. Busy day, didn't get to Sligo. Went across to my neighbours this morning and I was told that the woman of the house fell on Sunday and she is in Galway Hospital. She was having surgery today. I went over to the house last night. The car was there, but there was nobody there because the man of the house stayed with a daughter up the road. So I wasn't aware of that. And Sunday night when I came back from Dublin, as I told you, I went into, told you Monday morning, I went into a neighbour in Strokestown to watch the football and that. So I missed out. It's not her first time to fall, but it's, she normally hits her head. It's a problem with her legs. I think it's her 8th time in about 5 or 6 years to fall. She's in very hard luck. And she fell in, went out the door, she tripped across, I think there's across, the threshold, we'll say. It's too high. Coming out with stuff in your arms. So I mowed the lawns front and back and I cut a few hedges for him and he's not in great shape either. So that's the worst of getting old, I guess. Didn't get to Sligo. I see the local horse was well punted all day. The truant didn't run great. That's the worst. It was ran in Sligo to 2 wins and a second out of 3 career starts there. So there'll be disappointment there. We had one in Zani here. God, I was disappointed. That horse has gone backwards altogether. The way it ran this evening is unlikely to win a race of any calibre again. I thought it'd be further up at the pace, and Mordor, we won on it last year in Ballinrobe, and then we went on it the next time, and Pigeon House beat it. And even though it finished 6th in the, or 8th in the Merton Pipe, I just thought the other one was better handicapped at 77. But no, it has gone stale. So it's bye-bye Zana here from me. Went out to 5-1 there during the day. It was an each-way price. I actually was more afraid of Robbie's Rock, the 4-year-old of Graven Cromwell's in second. I was to say hello to somebody. I'll do it again. I'll motor on. Tomorrow there's a 3 mile 2 race, 3 mile 2.5 a furlong in Perth, and there's Ollie Murphy has a horse there, Happy Index. That's a hot enough favourite, but it's 96. It's up about 20 pounds from when it won a race before. I thought when it ran the last year, it ran in a division of a race that it was third, and Maggie's Boy was in a division of the race now, even though I think it was 5 seconds slower. But I thought that this might be a bet. It's slightly raced for the Jenny Candish outfit, and it was his first time at the trip, 3 miles, and there's a 12-1 shot, £5 claimer on it, Ed Vaughan. I thought the extra couple of furlongs might suit this more so than the Fav. Maybe I'm overcomplicating things, but I thought Maggie's Boy was the one. Arctic Man won this last year, but it's an 11-year-old now. Probably trained for the race as well, but I'm on Maggie's Boy in the 7 o'clock at Perth on to York. The Reverend is the favourite. I think that needs more cut in the ground, but the trainer has a great record in the race and a gambling owner as well, Tony Bloom. But good to Ferrum. It has ran on heavy, it has ran on good to soft, heavy, soft, soft, soft. Like it I prefer to see them running on it. But there's an outsider in it at 18-1. They're paying 4 places. Naqeeb. Actually, that's see Hector. That is decent form as well, and it's for out Forden. But this is first run for Julie Camacho, and she's in fair enough form. It used to be with the Haggis outfit. I prefer if this was a mile 6, to be honest, but it ran well enough at Newmarket first time out last year in a Group 2. Beaten 3 3/4 lengths. It had a good run here on good to firm ground. It actually should have won this race that day, but that was 2 miles. I'd prefer if it was further. It's a speculative sort of bet. There's actually between the top of the market, I couldn't sort of fancy anything. That Jamie Osborne trained horse, that has 3 runs in Medan, a Group 2, a Group 3, and a handicap over 7 or 9 furlongs, 10 and 12. Behind Silver Knot and First Conquest at big prices. It's a huge price as well, and that won the Victoria. They're in form. Like there's a lot of question marks to be asked about a lot of those, including Dosheen Murphy ridden horse that was pulled up in Newcastle the last time. I don't know what it like. It was shot. It was nearly leading, and the next thing it was pulled up. I know it didn't stay, but it made no effort at all. But it was speculative small bet and Naqeeb at 18-1. On to the 242, the Churchill Tires Handicap, 6 furlongs good to Ferrum. A horse that done us a good turn last, when was it? It was on soft ground, I noticed, in Ascot. I know Sheen Murphy rode it that day. He's on it again tomorrow. You'd imagine he would have a choice. Holkham Bay. But the last day in Goodwood, over 5, and that wouldn't be suitable. It couldn't get a run at all. We were on something in the same race. It caught my eye. We were on Toca with Holkham Bay, Brandon Wilkie. He was travelling all over them and he couldn't get out on the extra furlong of the suit. Ryan Moore is on the Fav. Holkham Bay would be an each-way selection in that race. Then we have the Duke of Clipper. Always a good race. 4-year-olds, I think I've won 7 of the last 8, is it, or 8 of the last 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 of the last 8 have been won by a 4-year-old. Seems to be between the 2 4-year-olds at the top of the market. I'm thinking that Night Raider's only rated 105. It is fast. That'll be out quick. It won in Newcastle, but it seems to be better on the goo than it is on the grass. It's between the same ownership colours, Elite Status and Inisherin. Inisherin was disappointing when it was last seen at the back end. Went off a 5-2 favourite and was way back. Has Windsor since. Kevin Ryan would have trained it for this. Ryan Moore up. It's £4 better. I'm a ratings man. It's a 4-year-old. Ticks a lot of boxes. I'm an Inisherin. I know Elite Status won first time out last year, but Inisherin has gone favourite now. It was the other way earlier on. Inisherin is the selection in that race. The Musadora. Whirl is the favourite for the in-form yard of Mr. O'Brien. Kieran Schumacher's riding for the Gosdens. I thought as my selection of the race was Tom Marquand and Miss Tonnerre. If you throw out, this would be favourite if it didn't run the last time. The heavy ground, I'm blaming it on the Group 3 in Deauville, but on it's run in the Mayhill behind Desert Flower and that. and won first time out. I thought that was that was a good race. So I'm hoping Ed Walker has it. He's in form. I'll have a cherry ripe for tomorrow. Where are we here? A mile 4. Ryan is on the favourite again. The John Ferguson trained Papagei. That caught me eye in Musselburgh the last time, behind Sporting Silvermine. It has won in York, and it beat East India Dock, and we know all about that little Hershey since. They won the Chester Cup. So maybe I'm just hoping that was trained for the race tomorrow, and be an each way selection there. Paying 4 places in the finale. It's Tuesday night. What do we do on a Tuesday night that we didn't do on a Monday night? We'll sing an old song. I told someone there a couple of months ago I'd come to this sometime, and it crossed my mind today, so I'll sing it. I close my eyes and picture the emerald of the sea, from the fishing boats at Dingle to the shores of Donadee. I miss the river Shannon and the folks at Skibbereen, the moorlands and the meadows with their 40 shades of green. But most of all I miss a girl in Tipperary town, and most of all I miss her lips as soft as eider down. Again I wanna see and do the things we've done and seen, where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and there's 40 shades of green. I wish that I could spend an hour at Dublin's churching serve. I'd love to watch the farmers drain the bogs and spade the turf, to see again the thatching of the straw the women glean. Oh, I'd walk from Cork to Larne to see the 40 shades of green. But most of all I miss a girl in Tipperary town, and most of all I miss her lips as soft as eider down. Again I wanna see and do the things we've done and seen, how where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and there's 40 shades of green. How where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and there's 40 shades of green. Bash the bookies over and out.